I have my mic muted. What's good, everyone? What's good, everyone? So, yeah, I'm gonna just, yeah, you see the content, and first thing I want to talk about is Breatharian Gang, nigga. Ah, bitch ass nigga. What's good, everyone? What's good? Um, yeah. Um, So you see the content. It says troll and dislike ignorant shit, respect positive content. Like you'll have people on here tell you that it's not good to troll, it's not good to be negative and dislike and be, which in a way it isn't. But at the same time, if you come across dumb shit, you need to call it out. Like me, when I'm on social media and I'm not like when I'm on social media, I always try to look up positive shit. But if I come across shit that's not even shit that's negative, just shit that's not important, I disrespect it. I don't respect the content. Like if I'm watching a video and it's about something it doesn't even have to be something negative. It could just be something that's not important. Nothing that's really important. If I come across it, I always dislike the video, or I always like just disrespect or just talk shit, or I don't respect the content because we're in a time right now where bullshit needs to be called out. When it's in your when you see bullshit, you need to call it out. I'm not saying to go look for bullshit, but if you come across bullshit, call it out every now and then because we don't need to be respecting shit that doesn't need to be respected. That's the problem. That's why life is really fucked up. Like people want to just say, oh, it's the government, which I already have a whole video about that. I made a video about it yesterday, 2 days ago. Most of my fucking videos on my channel, I already talk about how the government ain't shit. But we got to understand that you can't put all the blame on the government. If you put too much blame on the government, then you're saying that you're actually not even giving yourself any type of respect that you can fix the problem yourself without the government being an issue. So we got to call out bullshit. Like people in general are fucking retarded. Most people are retarded. Like you got to understand, like 99% of people you come across your life are dumb as fuck. And this is why I don't respect a lot of people. And it's not even about people who aren't um like me personally. I'm getting to a point now where anybody that's not on my frequency, I don't fuck with. So if you're not into fasting, if you're not into healing, if you're not into breath work and all that, stay the fuck far away from me. I don't fuck with you. You're not cool with me. Fuck you. If you don't fast, don't tell me why you don't fast. Don't tell me why you. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Like shout out to my nigga, all my niggas on here who do the thing. Like my other nigga, he's doing his no fap shit, which even though I don't do that, I respect the energy, getting out of desires, trying to heal, and that leads to other things. Even though I don't do that, but it's like it's the same thing. Getting rid of shit. Other nigga, what is he doing? Um, just other people do other things. Most of the people watching my channel, they're doing what I'm doing. But shout out to the dude who was doing what he's doing, the no fat. Like people like that, I fuck with. But if you're not into what I'm into, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to deal with you. I'm not trying to relate or be cool with anybody who's not doing what I'm doing. So this is why I say dislike, troll any content that's not positive. And positive content is what's positive to you. There's no such thing as objective positivity. That's fucking retarded. That doesn't make no fucking sense. It's only subjective positivity because what's positive to you isn't positive to somebody else. A faggot getting fucked in the ass, that's positive to him. That's not positive to a straight male like you or me who's watching this video. You don't like that. That's fucking negative. So everything is subjective. You got to understand that. What's positive to me is not positive to you, and I don't need your explanation and your deep esoteric thinking on why the fuck something is. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. At the end of the day, if you're gonna go, you could be deep and esoteric about everything and have a negative and a positive to everything. I don't give a fuck about that. If you don't vibe and do what the fuck I'm doing, stay the fuck far away from me. This is why I say troll and dislike any ignorant shit. Every time when I'm on social media and I come across content that's not um like, and it doesn't have to be negative, like somebody who's like talking, it could just be something that's not important. I disrespect the content. I don't care about it. I just dislike it, even if it makes me laugh. Like I seen this one video and this shit made me laugh and it was funny, and I disliked it because it's not important. It didn't talk about anything I vibe with. So anything that doesn't talk about what I vibe with, even if I do it, because don't get me wrong, I can enjoy a content and still dislike it. You see what I'm saying? There's certain video games out. There's certain video games that I play and I like, but I'll still leave a negative review because it's a video game. Like, why the fuck are you like? You're not doing that. A video game is not doing anything to benefit my life. But I may enjoy the video game, but I'm still gonna dislike the game. You see what I'm saying? I can probably enjoy watching this content on YouTube. It was funny, it made me laugh, but it's not talking about anything that's important to me, so I'm gonna dislike the content. I'm gonna troll the content. You see what I'm saying? It's like a guilty pleasure. You like something, but it's like it's like a guilt. You like something, but it's like you're guilty for liking it. So I'm not gonna show it respect, but I still can enjoy it behind the scenes. That's how you gotta look at shit. Certain things you may not even enjoy. You just straight out hate. Those things just be like, fuck out of here. You won't even probably come across shit like that. But anything that's not talking about what you're talking about, you need to delete that shit from your algorithm. Get that shit out of the content. Anybody that's not doing what you're doing, get them out. This is not a time right now where you need to try to sit there and agree to disagree. That's the worst energy to be in right now. You have to be convicted in what the fuck you stand for right now. Um, anything else is just somebody trying to distract you, trying to get you off your game. Because, like I said, if no one's doing what you're doing, then why the fuck are they around you? You're not gonna hang around a homosexual because they do things you don't want to do. So you gotta understand that. I don't know why it's so hard for motherfuckers to get that shit. So this is what I want everyone to do who's watches my channel, who vibrates and resonates with me. Shout out to everyone who resonates and vibes. And um, any type of content, even in real life, this goes beyond social media. In real life, anybody ain't doing what you're doing, don't show them any respect. Don't show them any gratitude. Don't show any. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they do for you. It doesn't mean anything. If anyone's not helping you, if nobody's not talking about health, wellness, well-being, and trying to evolve spiritually, and evolving spiritually is different, but like, because a lot of people, you gotta understand, we're in a reality full of stupid, weak ass spirits. Some people, they need to read, they need to study, they need to go out and get 3 jobs, and they need to work to become something. If you're a strong, powerful spirit and you have a lot of knowledge and intelligence, all you have to do is fast, heal, and just get rid of desires, whether it be you not delving in this. It doesn't even have to be food, it could be whatever you're doing. Just get rid of desires, and then you already have the energy because you're a strong spirit. So you automatically have the information, you have the knowledge. This is why I'm so fucking intelligent, and I didn't even do half the work a lot of these other motherfuckers did for me to get this intelligence. But when I do the work, if I do twice the work that they've already done, or even the work they've done, I will be even higher than them. You see what I'm saying? Because the spirit is where the energy's at. This is why, like, you'll see some like, and like, I'm not saying fasting the key, because some I've seen, like, I'm in a lot of fasting groups. I see a lot of people, and I talk to breatharians. Most breatharians I talk to are fucking retarded. I'm more intelligent than them. These breatharians are more on a higher breatharian path than me. I'm more intelligent than them. I have more stronger spirit than them. So at the end of the day, and the things that I lack that they may have that I can learn from, that don't mean shit, because even when I accomplish those things, I still will be far ahead of them, because that's how strong my spirit is. Like I told you guys in my last video, you can know how to build a bridge, and I don't know how to build a bridge. Give me 3 years to learn how to build bridges. I'm gonna build a better bridge than you, and I'm gonna be far advanced in building bridges than you. You see what I'm saying? Because I can expand on, my spirit can expand on what I've learned. You got a weak ass spirit, so you can't expand that much. You can only learn what's in the textbook, and you can probably expand a little bit, but not as much as I can expand, because your spirit is weak as fuck. Because I'm intelligent. I'm one of the most smartest people on this fucking planet. So, and if you're watching my page, you are too, because you are trying, not just watching my page. If you watch my page and you resonate with it and you fuck with the info, then you are one of the smartest people too. So it's not about just watching my page, because you can watch my page and not agree with me. You're just a regular ass bot. I don't give a fuck why you fucking watching my damn channel. I'm not trying to attract anybody who doesn't fuck with what I'm fucking with. So troll, dislike any ignorant shit. Anything that's not talking about anything that's gonna better your life, that's not important, dislike it, troll it, even if you enjoy it. Like, for example, you watch a movie, and then you know how they say leave a review, or you play a game, leave a review. If you enjoy the game, if you enjoy the movie, still leave a negative review. Say this shit sucked, because it's not important. Anything that's not important needs to get the fuck up out of here. I don't care if it's something that that you enjoy. If it's something you enjoy but it's not important, still give it a dislike. Like straight up, that's how it is. You always don't respect anything that's not beneficial to your spiritual growth. Even if it's something that makes you laugh or you enjoy it, don't respect it. Don't respect it. That's why I don't respect anybody's content on here other than my fucking content and people who are doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go and disrespect people's content like that unless it's somebody who's like talking something like that's bot shit. Like other spiritual content, I'm not gonna go out. Well, it depends. Like fucking when I see like even dumbass pages like Black Magic 3, I don't even call, that's not even a spiritual content. That's just a fucking that's like a that's an entertainment page. He talks entertainment because everything on that page is nothing but entertainment. And that's a lot of things. Like most of social media is entertainment. Nothing is like knowledgeable. There's like 99.9% of that's weird. There's like about 99% of people on social media they're nothing but entertainers. Like there's no knowledge on here. That's one thing I'm starting to realize. Like the more you realize and you come into like actualization and realization of yourself, you actually know that most information on here is like pretty much bullshit. And the feds control all of it. Everything is either Greek, Masonic, Roman, or biblical. It's all correlates to some type of like bullshit, like Greek or Rome or England land or just some dumbass shit or like biblical. Nothing is actually really fucking like legit, like authentic. It's you don't see like there are authentic pages, but it's very very few. Everything always stems down. So it's like this is another reason why it's hard to take anyone seriously because nobody. I look at everyone like they're just a bot, pretty much. Like I feel like I'm like one of the most realest people on this motherfucking shit. Even people I see that to be straight up really really deep. I can still see like when it comes to out of the information. Like I'm like when I see people that are extremely deep who have knowledge. When I see these individuals how they deal with people and situations outside of the knowledge, they still kind of act like bots. Like I feel like I'm like one of the most realest people. Like it's to a point like I hate normal people. Like even when I was in school, I always hung around special ed people because I didn't like normal people. People used to always make fun of me like, "Oh, you hang around special ed people. You hang around special ed." I'm like, because they were more entertaining. I hate normal fucking people. I don't like normal people. Like I always used. That's what people always be like, "Why are you hanging out with this person?" They weren't like retarded special. They were like special ed people, but they had like common sense. They were in some cases they were more intelligent than other people. It just the way they didn't act socially like everyone else, but they had more intelligence. I was able to carry a conversation with them. We actually did shit together. Some of them we hit licks and did a lot of fucking like nigga shit, and we came up and did shit. They were in special ed, but just because they didn't act socially like everyone else, it was like a problem. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like that's why I hate normal people. I don't like normal people. I have like I don't even want to correlate this to astrology because it has nothing to do with that shit. Because I've seen people who had Aquarius that, to be honest, I don't even fuck with Aquarius people like that. Like if anything, which is kind of weird, most of the people I'm really cool with have been Leos. Like I don't fuck with Aquariuses, and even though I talk about Aquarius, which is kind of weird, because every Aquarius I meet, for some reason, it always ends up where like they just end up not they being end up being weird as fuck, and I can't fuck with them. So I don't know. It's just weird. But where was I? Yeah, I used to hang around with special ed people and shit back in the day, and yeah, I didn't give a fuck. 'Cause I just hate normal people. I hate being around normal people. I don't like normal situations. I like weird shit, and I'm just a weird, really different person. So like, this is why I'm trying to put this out. Like, if you're not fucking with the information and the knowledge and the channel, then just stay the fuck off my page. I'm done debating. I'm done talking deep. Other than what I'm explaining to you guys, I'm done with all of that shit. That shit is fucking retarded. It's fucking stupid. Um, what are the actions? And it's not even. I don't even want to say that because I was about to say, what are you accomplishing in life? What are the actions in your life? But at the end of the day, I don't need to tell you a goddamn thing. I don't got to tell you shit unless you have to pay me some money or unless you're about to give me some type of resource or benefit to help me accomplish what I'm accomplishing. I don't got to tell you a goddamn thing. I don't got to prove shit because at the end of the day, ain't nobody paying my motherfucking bills. If I get fucking a 15-year sentence in prison right now, ain't nobody giving me no money on my book. So you guys got to think like that. Who the fuck do you need to prove anything to? I don't got to show anybody shit. I don't gotta do a goddamn thing. I'm not trying to prove shit. I'm not trying to do shit for anyone. Or not saying I'm not trying to do shit with people, but I'm not trying to prove shit other than to myself. So you got to always keep that in mind, because a lot of people feel like, oh, we got to be building, we got to be doing this, you got to do what the fuck you need to do. And even when you do a lot of that shit, even if I will, because the type of person I am is, there'll be motherfuckers in my personal life that'll tell me, oh, you need to get this, you need to get your shit together, you need to get money and whatever. And when I do get my shit together, and when I do get money, I will still act like I don't have my shit and I have my money together, just so they can keep running their fucking mouth until the point where I show them, and then they end up looking stupid. That's the type of person I am. Like, the more I end up getting up, the more I like to act like I'm low. Like, I don't even like to even dress like it. Like, I used to wear like a lot of nice fancy shit and clean shit. I don't even wear it. I wear regular shit. Like, I go and get some shit from Walmart, and I don't pay for that shit. I just steal some cheap ass shit from Walmart. I wear it. I can go and wear a lot of nice things, but I don't need to prove anything. Like, to be honest, when I see somebody with a lot of nice clothes on, with a lot of nice belongings and material, I look at that person as very weak, because they need a lot of material. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have material. This is just my perspective and how I look at it. And I have every right, and you have every right to do what you do. But at the same time, if you're doing those things, you got to stay the fuck away from me. You don't have a right to be in my space if you don't agree with what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Get the fuck off my goddamn page. So I just want to bring that out there. I'm not into materialism. I hate material. I hate people who talk about money. I hate people who are very deep when it comes to life. Stop being fucking deep. It ain't, even if you're gonna be deep, you better be telling me something that could benefit my life. How is your deepness gonna give me a bag? And I just said fuck money, but at the end of the day, we still gotta like survive and shit. And I don't even give a fuck about that. But if you're gonna be talking about something I don't give a fuck about, it better be something correlated to like a bag or some shit, or some type of like, can you give me some knowledge or a serum that I could inject into my motherfucking eyelids and then make me have the power of breatharianism? If you can't do something like that, then get the fuck out of here. You can't sit there and put your hand on my forehead and give me the power of not eating for like 20,000 years. Then get the fuck out of here. You see, if I have to, whatever. I don't want to just keep being it, but you guys get what I'm saying. Shout out to Grace. But like, yeah. But it's just crazy, guys. I just had to I just had to really get this fucking message out. Yeah, but troll and dislike any ignorant shit. And I should take that word ignorant out. It's not ignorant. Troll and dislike anything that isn't on your frequency. So if you come across something that's not on your frequency, even if you enjoy it, if it doesn't bring you anything, still troll and dislike it. We got to be on that type of time. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give anything my energy that is not for me. Why do you think I steal a lot of groceries from the grocery store? And I don't like 98. I said this before, like 97 and 98% of the food that I consume, I don't spend my money on, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to be right there, and I shouldn't even be eating food right now. But I do eat probably like very little. Like I don't eat more than once a day. But when I go on my fast, I go on long stints of fast. Like I said, I just got off a 3-day fast. I did before that, I did a 13-day fast. Then I just got off a 3-day fast recently. So I'm implementing fasting in my life like regularly, which is like, I can easily go 3-5 days, no problem. But I'm trying to go like higher days. But going 3 to 5 days and taking a break 3 to 5 days, that's better than nothing. So when I do consume, I don't have to consume that much. So I consume high quality shit, and I try not to pay for it. So like 98, 90, I'll probably say 95 to 98% of the food that I consume, I don't pay for. I don't pay for. Like, I went to this one fucking restaurant the other day, and I bought food for the family and shit, for me and the family, because I got off my fast. And I just called my bank and I disputed the charge, and I got my money back. I said I left my bank card at the gym, and they used I made sure when I paid for it, it was contactless. So so when they, because last time I paid for it and I put the chip and I did a PIN number, and they didn't give me my money. It was for when I bought it was an Xbox controller I bought a couple, like about a month ago, and they didn't give me my money back because they said, "Oh, you use a chip." But then this time, I made sure I didn't use a chip. I used contactless, and it was at a restaurant, so they ended up giving me my money back. I spent like $60 at the place. They ended up giving me my money back because I'm like, I ain't paying for that fucking food. Like I'm not wasting my money on food. That's just fucking retarded. I don't even like spending my money on food. That's why I still like majority of my grocery, because it's like it's fucking retarded. And it's weird because the good thing about it is like it's gotten to a point where like even if like for some reason I'm not able to, like a couple weeks ago, I wasn't even able to steal something. I didn't have a one of my cousins had to borrow my car, so I didn't have a way down there. So I could have walked to the store to go and steal some shit, and then I couldn't do it. So I fasted that day. Like I had the money. Like I showed you that I had the money. I could buy this shit. It just I was like I'm not spending my money, and it actually helped because like it's to a point where if I can't steal it, I just go without it. So that's why I'm so used to going without so many times, because I only take whatever the fuck I can. And if I can't, then that means I don't. It's a sign from the universe that I don't need it, because it's like it's a waste of my energy and time. Like I don't like to give my energy to anything that I know is not beneficial or that's not going to help me. Anything that's not going to help me or beneficial, I don't give my energy. Even like food is not going to help me. It's not beneficial. It's like the only time it's beneficial if I go on a fast for like probably like over 5 days, and I need to like add it in there to implement while I build myself up to full breatharianism, because I am considered a breatharian. Because a breatharian is somebody who's very little and none at all. That's what a breatharian is. A lot of people think it means you just don't eat forever, and you have to eventually eat. I'm coming to that realization because the body is made from food and from water and resources. So you need to actually implement consuming, but don't let these motherfuckers tell you, oh, you need to eat. Yeah, you need to eat, bitch, but you can eat once a year. Eating once a year is still eating. Don't let motherfuckers tell you, oh, you need to eat, you need to do this, you need to do this. Okay, you need to eat, you need to consume, but I can consume once a year. I can consume once a month. Your fat ass consumes 3 times every hour. That don't make no damn sense. That's just stupid. So people want to have an excuse to sit there and stay in their lower self and to be a demon because they're lazy and they can't simply admit that they just can't do it. If you can't do it and you just aren't up for it, then say that. I say that I can't do it and it's hard for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not meant for everyone. But don't sit there and be like, oh, make some type of realization like why you don't need to do something. Like I hate when people fucking like they do dumbass shit like that. Like they'll sit there and use spirituality for to pretty much like people they like a lot of motherfuckers talk about responsibility and being responsible, but they'll use spirituality to get out of responsibility. Like, oh, I don't need to, I don't need to stop smoking weed. I don't need to stop drinking alcohol. I don't need to stop being very lustful and fucking bitches all the time, because that's just low. That's just being like a monk, and we don't need to be like, I'm like, shut the fuck up, nigga. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. At the end of the day, yeah, you can still do those things. It's not like anyone's saying to never do those things, but if you can't sustain yourself from certain things throughout periods of life to grow and evolve, to even get to know yourself to a point where maybe you don't even want to do those things because you burnt out certain desires on a certain level, then you can't really say shit. If you haven't even experienced it, you cannot say shit. This is why I say troll and dislike any ignorant shit on here. Respect positive content. Positive content is definite is a definition for that is positive content is what's for you. If anything is for you, that's positive content. Negative content, ignorant shit. That's shit that is not for you. So I don't want motherfuckers to think, oh, positive content means shit that's high vibrational frequency, stuff that's working on self bettering. All that's a program. Working on self, bettering self, um, high frequency. All of that is a program. It's what is right for you and what is not right for you. That's what spirituality is. And I wouldn't even call it spirituality. I fucking hate that word spirituality, because it's not that I hate the word spirituality. I hate the definite, like, I hate what people have made of the word spirituality. When you look at the word spirituality, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to describe something that a lot of people have like pretty much bastardized. Like, you have all these, you got channels like Black Magic, you think that's spirituality. You have people like Billy Carson, you think that's spirituality. You have dumbass these astrology people who talk about astrology. People say that's a spiritual. That's probably one of the, that has nothing to do with astrology, spirituality. Spirit or astrology has nothing to do with spirituality. So I don't know what the fuck people even got astrology is, because astrology has to do with this realm. Astrology has to do with the sun and the moon and their alignments. That's not fucking spirituality. That's of this realm of earth. You can use those things to help you in life. And when you use those things to help you in life, it can help you evolve. And then you can call that spiritual growth, but it's a tool. Would you call a candle spiritual? Like, it makes no sense. So this is why, like, a lot, like, that's why I say, like, I don't even like to use that word spirituality. I'm gonna drop the link. It's funny because every time I'm talking some real shit, I notice my views go down. When I start talking some bullshit, like yesterday I was just talking some bullshit. You see how like 10, 11 people in the room? See how I'm talking some real shit? This is probably one of the most realest videos I made. You see how my views are down? But I was talking some stupid bullshit yesterday. And you see how I had like 10, 13 people in the room? Because that's all people want to hear is just retarded dumb shit. I noticed it. Like, I put it to the test. I'll be talking some bullshit, and then it'll have a lot of people in the room. And then once I start switching over to some real shit, the numbers be dropping. I noticed that the numbers would drop because like my live stream yesterday, I was at like 13 views and shit. And then I was talking some bullshit, and then once I started talking some real shit, then or talk about healing or talk about something that's not bullshit, then the views go down. Like, people are just retarded. People are like fucking retarded. This is why like artificial intelligence is so popular and so big, even though like it shouldn't, because artificial intelligence people need that stimulation nonstop, and artificial intelligence can create that shit in such a way that's like nonstop. Like, if you really think about it, that's why I said like they're gonna probably replace movies, video games, and music with AI, because everybody always needs they need their entertainment. They need to be always stimulated. They always need something new. Nobody can just actually take what they applied and learn it. So if you're not on here just chucking and jiving, even when you look at like YouTube and shit, they have YouTube audience retention. How much you can retain an audience. That shouldn't even be a fucking thing. Because if you're trying to retain an audience, that means you're doing stupid, unauthentic, dumb shit. Because the average person, in order to retain the average person's attention, you have to be doing something repetitively fucking ignorant and stupid to keep them attention, to keep their attention. The moment you stop, they're gonna get bored, and then they won't have your attention. So that's why I think audience retention, that whole shit is fucking dumb. The whole way YouTube even has like how you get lit is retarded. This is why most content is stupid, because the people who get paid the most money on YouTube have the most dumbest retarded content. This is why I say troll and dislike all ignorant shit, because the whole algorithm and what makes a successful YouTube channel, the way they create it, is audience retention. It's not about like knowledge or anything that has to do with actual results. So I could be fucking picking my nose and digging in my ass. And if that's retaining an audience, then I have to keep doing that until my fucking ass and nose bleeds. That's how fucking stupid. So that's audience retention, doing the same shit over and over that the audience likes. So that's really what it is. It's no other way to put it. And that's mainly what the whole algorithm shit is. It's crazy. That's why I like I said, tell you guys, troll and dislike anything. If you watch a video and let's just say it's nothing spiritual, nothing that has anything to do to help you, even if you enjoyed the video, the movie, the content, dislike it, troll that shit. Don't respect the content. Anything that's not beneficial to your life, don't respect the content, because we have to put that shit out here. Why the fuck are you on my feed dancing? I don't give a fuck about that. Dislike the content. Why the fuck are you on my feed talking about fucking how Uranus and Gemini is, we might have another world war? I don't give a fuck. Dislike it. Like anything that's not important, dislike it. They dislike everything that's not important. Only respect the positive content. Yeah. I'm about to start me another fast tomorrow. And I know it's nobody ever wants to. Every time I say tap in and I leave a post, nobody ever wants to tap in. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna still leave a post tomorrow when I start. But I'm just starting to realize, like, most people in this society are not shit. Like, most people are just not shit. What you have to do is find you a small group of people and make. If I was you guys, I will make content and be yourself authentically, and attract a small group that are people that are doing what you're doing, and then that way you can be able to help each other, and you're doing the same thing. Don't ever put yourself in reality where you're trying to be relatable and agree to disagree type of energy with people. Never do that, because most people are scum. Most people are going to put you in a situation where they're going to try to test your gangster, and then you may end up doing something where you might catch a domestic dispute charge or an assault charge or some type of felony, and you're going to be in a penitentiary because somebody tried to test you, because people don't mind their fucking business and they like to run their fucking mouth. So this is why you have to just make your own, be yourself. One thing about life is you have to be yourself, and then you will attract people, and then from those people, those are the ones you fuck with. Never ever just act fake. Like I could tell fakeness from a while away. Like every time I deal with an individual, if I feel like I can't be myself without walking on eggshells, I end up leaving that relation. I end up cutting cords from that relationship. I don't care if it's family, whatever it is. You have to cut cords from individuals you can't be yourself around, and like regardless. And it don't matter where you are. Like even like for example, some people say, well, what if you're being in your low frequency and the other person's good, and you're cutting them off and you're really the bad guy? Still, my information applies, because if I'm on a low frequency and I'm doing drugs and I like to just fuck off, I'm only gonna want to hang around people who do drugs and fuck off. Why would I be a fuck up and do drugs and not do nothing with my life and want to hang around successful people? That's being a leech. That means you want them to be successful and do the work, and you want to just sit on your fucking ass and do nothing. I'm not saying that. Get in where you fit in. What's the problem with a lot of people? A lot of people, they want shit that they don't need. You'll see a lot of these fat ass, disgusting piece of shit incel, disgrace, blobberheads talking about how they need a 9 or a 10. But you look like a fat sack of shit. You play Call of Duty all day. Your fucking chair smells like shit because you didn't shower. Your funky ass, and you think you need a 9 out of 10, and you a fucking fat ass motherfucker with 4 eyes, got glasses, pimples, and you're a piece of shit. You don't deserve no fucking. You don't even deserve a 3. You fat fuck. And you have that's the shit that hella annoys me and pisses me off. You'll see these fat, disgusting ass incel faggots, and they have the audacity to say they need a girl that's a 9 or a 10. Like, you fat son of a bitch. You should be lucky you get a fucking 5. And then they have the audacity to say females are narcissistic. But yeah, you'll see a fat incel piece of shit that thinks he deserves a 9 and a 10. You don't deserve a goddamn thing, you fat, nasty, disgusting piece of shit. Only thing you deserve is that fucking cam model that you fucking have to pay money to see, bitch. I hate motherfuckers like that. That shit gets me so irritated. That shit gets me annoyed. And then they have that say win, because women are narcissistic and women ain't shit as well. Don't get me wrong. Like, these bitches, they're not shit as well. But we're not gonna act like women is the only problem. Like, men don't have issues too. I would go, women, they're fucking retarded too. A lot of these women. That's why a lot of these bitches gotta grow up single and fucking they're gonna grow up single and lonely. The average female's gonna grow up single and lonely. The reason why is because they're passing up so many niggas that they can fuck with, but then they're trying to find like something that doesn't exist. It exists because they'll say, "Oh, the perfect man doesn't exist." No, it exists. It's just the perfect man don't want your stupid, raggedy, dingy ass bitch, and you're gonna keep trying to search for that man, or not even search because you found him. You're gonna be trying to get that man, and he ain't gonna want you. They say, "Oh, the perfect, where are the good men? And where are the good men?" You see the good men every day, bitch. Those are the men that deny you and don't show you the time of day. We're not gonna act like you don't go on social media and see a bunch of niggas with money, with status, with height, all the shit these bitches want, and you see them every day, bitch. Why aren't they in your DMs? Why aren't they giving you a flight out to Bali and Dubai? Because, bitch, you ain't shit to them. They're not gonna fuck with you. Why would they take on a liability? If I own a business, why would I put a slippery floor right next to a handicapped parking lot and have my company sued potentially for a liability? Bitch, you're a liability. If I'm a business and I'm somebody with money and status and I have something, why the fuck am I gonna take your traumatized ass into my fucking sphere of reality, bitch? You're a liability. So I don't understand how like people can't put the map together. These bitches can't put the map together. Like the entitlement. That's why I say it so annoys me. The narcissism and the entitlement that men and women have, not just women, not just men, but it just annoys the fuck out of me. It's like these bitches, they're not shit. They look ugly. They think that the reason why, oh, like, because a female thinks she looks attractive because a guy wants to fuck her. Women think men think like them, and men think women think like them. A woman will be like, oh, I look good. I look good. This is why do you think a lot of women think they look good and they don't look good? Because a lot of men want to fuck them, but women are so stupid. They don't understand. When a man wants to fuck a woman, 80% of the time, the man doesn't have to be attracted to the female. When a woman fucks a man, 99% of the time, she has to be physically attracted to the man because women's mind work different. So a woman could be a fucking five and a lot of men fuck her and she thinks she looks good, not knowing that, no, bitch, you don't look good. It's just, there's a lot of desperate men can fuck a female and not really be that attractive more so. There are some men that don't, but more so men don't look at attraction the same way women do. There's a lot of men that I seen they'll be like, pussy is pussy, and if she's decent, I'll fuck her. So you'll see an ugly bitch get fucked because a man may be just desperate and he doesn't mind just settling down, and she thinks she looks good, but it's like, no, bitch, he just settled for you because he wanted to fuck. But then a female won't do that. A female most likely has to be physically attracted to the man, mentally and physically, for her to want to like fuck, unless she's like a whore. And at that point, if you're gonna be a whore, at least go make some money doing it. Open OnlyFans to go on the track and sell that pussy, bitch. But if you're like, and though that's what a hooker does, they're able to make money. That's what and even then, why do you think they call a hooker a thought? THOT, a thought. Thought is masculine. Thought, the mind, that's masculine. So a bitch who's a thought, who's a hoe, that's masculine because she just trying to make some money. So a female who wants to fuck a man regardless of how he looks or whatever or how he thinks, just for a benefit, that's masculine. That's a man trait. So bitches think them getting fucked a lot makes them attractive. No, bitch, you could be an ugly, fat, Rasputia ass hoe, and you still gonna get fucked. Doesn't mean you attractive. It just the man a man ain't gonna take you serious. A man ain't gonna want to fucking pay your meals. Ain't gonna take you out. Ain't gonna want to be seen with you in public. They're just gonna want to fuck you behind, which is like, most women don't want that. But the narcissism is so fucking high when it comes to these bitches and these niggas out here. It's ridiculous. And then the men on the other hand, like, they're like fucking retarded. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like a shallow bitch, but like most of these men, like, they're just straight up bum. They don't have nothing. Like, they're just straight up like a fucking retard. Have no personality, have no nothing. And then they complain how like, oh, I need a 9 and a 10. Like, the audacity for you to say you need a female that's a 9 or a 10, and you fucking aren't shit. You fucking got glasses. You're a fucking fat, disgusting, pimple faced motherfucker. It look like your pimples about to fucking pop and shoot out grease with those fucking glasses and that fucking stanky ass fucking drawers you got on, making the chair smell like shit that you sit in all day playing video game. And you have the audacity to say you want a 9 and a 10? Get your ass out of here, nigga. This society is, and then like social media is really what does it. Social media really what makes people like think like that, and it's only gonna hurt people in the long run, especially like well, everyone, not just female or men, everyone. It's gonna hurt them in the long run. As far as for females, when they get older, no one's gonna want them no more. Ain't nobody want no old ass bitch. No one want no old ass fucking bitch. Even when you get like in your 30s, that's an old ass bitch. Nobody wants that fucking shit unless you look young, you got youthful appearance, and you act feminine, which most females by the time they're age 25, they act like a fucking like a bitter mother. A lot of these bitches act like a fucking bitter auntie or some shit. Like by the age of 25, trying to make demands and try to talk like, bitch, don't be talking like, that's one thing I don't like about a lot of bitches is they think they're smart. Like, you're not smart. Like, there's a lot of dumb men out here who have low confidence when it comes to their intellect. So they think that they think science, the government, the doctors, the textbook knows more than them. So a lot of women, they study the white man's textbook, and then you'll see a lot of men who back up that shit subconsciously. So then they'll see a female who talks a certain way, and then they'll automatically subconsciously think the female is more intelligent than them. And then this is where you have like a simp or a bitch man. And a lot of women, they seek out those type of men because they can control those type of men. But when you have some type of surety, strength, and like complexity, a lot of women, it puts fear into them because the way society has programmed and did the reverse gender role, it's like anytime a man is trying to run shit, it's looked at as abusive. You see how Nature Boy, he had his bitches in check, but yet it was like, oh, he was abusive. But he wasn't even really like that from the beginning. He had to be like that because the trolls and the social media and all the other shit, and most of the shit he was doing was just for show. But you see how like when he was controlling shit and running shit, and he didn't abuse any of them. He just said, if you don't fuck with me, get the fuck out of here. Which I agree with. If you don't, this is why it's good as a man, or I don't even like to say man because I ain't no man. I ain't no. I'm a real nigga. As a real nigga, it's good to have your situation set up where you're in control. So therefore, if nobody does what you want, then they can leave. You don't have to be abusive. You don't have to be physical. Is you? This is why you want to have the most resources, the best situation, and be in a situation where you're in control. So therefore, if you don't do what I say, you get the fuck out. Never be on a situation where a motherfucker, you have to depend on a motherfucker because then now they can disrespect you and then still kick you out. I know homies and niggas out here that they live with some bitch and the bitch cheated. The bitch cussed them out. The bitch did some foul shit. Then they stood up for themselves. They get kicked out. You see what I'm saying? This is why you have to like don't be your own shit. Do your own shit. Don't be dependent on nobody in this fucking world. Not even your own family, because they can do the same fucking shit. And never forget, like, I don't want to really get into personal shit, because I was going to say some shit, but I don't want to get into anything personal, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these bitches out here are very dumb, but then they think they're smart because of this fake independence. And then you can't just blame the bitches. There's a lot of men that are stupid. So, because a lot of you guys will say, oh, females think they're this, females think they're that. But, and then you blame just women. But in order for a woman to confirm her beliefs, to make her narcissistic, she has to have the man show certain reactions and actions. So when a man is showing certain reactions and actions, then this confirms her belief for her to carry out her narcissistic viewpoint. And this is why she's a bitch. This is why she acts like a fucking skank and a dingy ass hoe. It's because of the confirmation of her ego. It's not like a bitch just, if a bitch was out here saying, oh, I'm independent, but society didn't show that. If she would, then there wouldn't be no independent. If a bitch walked out her house and a man just went up to her and beat the shit out of her, and there was no police to be like, we're gonna arrest you, take your ass to jail, or there was nobody to like, there was no Captain Save-A-Ho to protect the bitch, she's not gonna have that independence. She's gonna still feel like she needs. So the reason they think they're independent is because of what the man confirms. This is why you don't see a lot of females. This is why you'll see a lot of homeless shelters for men, for women and children, and not as much for men. Because the moment a female becomes homeless and doesn't have any type of stability or money coming in, then that independence goes out the door. When it comes to a man, that independence is still there. It still holds the fuck down more so than a female. And not to say that men don't get, because anything can happen to anyone as a human being. Danger is for everyone. This is why when you go in the hood, niggas gotta make sure, because danger can affect anyone. But as far as that independent shit, that shit is synthetic. It's fake. It's a situation that's created. If shit were to hit the fan tomorrow, guess what? Like that independent shit will be out the door. That I don't know. I'm just sick of the narcissism that we have in this society, man. It's fucking at a sky high rate, and nothing good is gonna come of it. Like America is cursed. People, the minds of the people are cursed. Like you can't tell me there's gonna be something good that comes out of this. You can't tell me. Like if I slap you and I beat you up, eventually I'm gonna get what's coming to me. If I do something negative, you're gonna get what's coming. How do you guys think we live in a world that's negative? We live in a world where people talk shit, where people fight, where people are just ignorant, and you don't think that's gonna have any effect long term. Like I don't like life for most people is gonna get worse. You got to understand that. I'm not saying your life is gonna get worse, but life for the majority of people is gonna get worse. And you guys got to like be prepared for that, because collectively, if you don't have your spirit, if you don't, this is why I tell you guys, like, this is why I promote a lot of healing, fasting, and all that shit, because you want to detach yourself as much as possible from shit. Like, you'll have people come at me and say certain things like, you don't know, you still need desires, you still need to do this, you still need to do that, but then they'll go and complain why the cost of living is going up. They'll go and complain why groceries, or they'll say you need to work to eat. If you don't work, you don't eat. But then go and complain why food costs more money. Bitch, if you think you need to work to eat, then who are you to tell the person who created that concept of work to eat how much they should charge for something? If you need to work to eat and they raise the price of a slice of bread to $10, bitch, then go work some more to go get the $10 to be able to pay for it. Since you think you have to work to eat, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, we have to work to eat, but you should make the bread a penny a slice." Shut the fuck up, dude. They don't make no fucking sense. You're backwards. That doesn't make no sense. If you agree that you have to work to eat, then you should have no say on how much you paying for what you have to, how much money you're getting paid, and how much resources cost. If you believe you have to work to eat, at that point, go make your own shit and then create your own price on how much you have to work to eat, whatever. Go create your own situation. Go create your own thing. I was about to say go create your own business, but creating your own business ain't creating your own situation, because you're still working for the fucking bank. You still got to pay taxes. You still got to give your money to the. You're putting your money in the bank. You're working for the bank. You're building for the system. So it's about creating your own community. Not to, and I'm not saying, oh, don't open a business, don't do anything. But what I am saying is, just because your ass open a business, don't think that you hot shit. Don't think that you somebody, bitch. You just a motherfucker that's just surviving, and nothing wrong with that. You got to survive, but don't think that you're doing something special just you because you have a business. Your little dingy ass business ain't shit. You probably charge more money than Walmart and Amazon. Yet you talk about, oh, I'm a business. I'm trying to open a business for my community. Nigga, fuck you and your community. First of all, every fucking, like, especially when I go to these Nigerian restaurants. These Nigerian restaurants charge way more money than any other fucking restaurant. But yet they talk about how we're trying to bring black business in the community. Every black business I go to, they charge more money than Walmart, Amazon, or any other fucking business that sells the same shit. Like, you fucking retard. How are you gonna sit here and say that you're trying to help bring businesses to the community, bring black business, or every black business I go to, the fucking the manager has an attitude. The prices are very charged hella high. If you want a refund, most of them don't give you a refund and they act weird. But then if I go to Walmart, Amazon, their refund policy is very good. The products are cheap. The customer service is good. If the product is broken or damaged, it's not a problem to replace it. I don't have to argue and try to explain myself a million times. This is why, like, that whole business concept of, oh, I'll have my own business. I'm not saying don't have your own business, but it's not good. Like, don't think it's like you're somebody like doing something. You're not doing shit for yourself. And to have a sustainable business, you have to charge more than Walmart, because they the way they position it is they're the creators of the business. The fuck. So they're gonna be they control the resources. So obviously the government, which controls Walmart, they're gonna be able to have cheaper shit than everyone. Like, I don't know, people are just retarded, dude. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, but there's a link if anybody wants to join. If anybody got an issue with what I said in this video, or if you want to debate anything I said, or you just have a problem, whatever. Like, I'm a pro friend. I'm not trying to argue or nothing. Like, we can like have a respectful debate. Unless you get disrespectful, then I'm gonna get disrespectful. Like, I'm never on the offense. Like, I'm one of the most nicest, chillest people on this fucking planet. And that's what thing. Like, you guys maybe say, "Oh no, you're not." No, no, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, if you're in me in my in real life, like, the more nice you are as an individual, the more you're gonna attract demons. And you guys think demons or negative people are like people that come off aggressive and fuck you and hoorah, and nah, that's not, that's a certain type of negative. There's people out here, like, you know how you see somebody who's like a female who she'll get her ass beat, or you may see somebody, um, like, you'll see somebody who says they're a targeted. Oh, I'm a targeted individual. Everyone always targets me, and most 90% of those targeted individuals, they're fucking devils. They deserve what they have coming to them. Anybody who's, I'll say like 99% of people who say they're a targeted individual, and I'm gonna make a whole video about this explaining targeted individual, because when you call yourself a targeted individual, that means you're not in alignment with your being, with your higher self, with your spirit. So that automatically makes you a negative, low vibrational, demonic person. Um, when you're on that frequency, you don't know you're a devil. You don't know you're acting in devilish means. You think everything, you're a narcissist. Like, a lot of these targeted individuals, they like to project. Why do you think a lot of targeted individuals like to talk about narcissism and and I'm gonna make a whole video about this. I really want to. This is gonna be my next video. Targeted individuals. Why do you think a lot of targeted individuals like to talk about narcissism? Because they're the narcissists. They say that, oh, everybody's targeting me, but then they don't actually look at their own life to observe and say, why are people, why do I feel like this is happening? Why are bad things happening to me? Because the whole concept of targeted individual is this. Let me tell you what the definition of a targeted individual. Targeted individual means I'm not in alignment with self, and I'm getting my spiritual ass whooped. That's the definition of targeted individual. When you're not in alignment with self, the spirit will whoop your ass spiritually. So it's going to create situations out of your control to make your life miserable. And this is what's happening. This is why they say I'm being stalked. Why the negative things keep happening to me? No, you're being stalked by the spirit. You're getting your spiritual ass whooped. And the spirit is creating situations to make you uncomfortable. But you think it's the government. It's not the government. You're getting your spiritual ass whooped because you're a fucking dumbass that's not in alignment with self. So this is why I say 99% of targeted individuals, these individuals, these are the people where they act like a victim. You go and you see their YouTube and you feel sorry for them. You be like, oh, I feel sorry for this person. They're going through it. Everyone keeps attacking. But if you were to go in their real life and let's just say you went into their real life and you gave them a place to stay, you gave them money, you gave them knowledge, you helped them out, you were like a nice person to this individual. These people will end up fucking you over. They'll end up creating a situation to where in the end they're going to be calling you a gang stalker. They're going to say, fuck you, you ain't shit. But these people, they're devils in disguise. Don't ever give your energy and your sympathy to anybody who calls themselves a target individual. These people need to be on their own, and they need to keep getting their spiritual ass whooped until they realize for themselves what the fuck is going on. This is why I don't even entertain that shit no more. I used to kind of entertain it back in the day, but I realized when I see a lot of these people and when I see their channels, they're not even doing shit with their fucking life. They'll complain about, oh, I have EMF frequencies that is it's making me depressed. It's making me have anxiety. It's EMF frequencies. It's EMF frequencies. I'm getting a headache. Bitch, you're getting a headache because you're not taking care of your fucking health, you stupid fuck. The reason your heart is you have heartburn, and the reason why they say, oh, when I eat food, I feel like I have food poisoning. Bitch, you're eating low vibrational, unhealthy, fast, greasy food. That's why, like, they don't like to take responsibility for what they got going on in their life. So they like to blame it. They'll go and eat some fast food and then they'll get sick because the food is greasy and it's unhealthy and has chemicals. Instead of taking responsibility, I'm not supposed to be eating this shit. I need to be eating more healthier. They want to say, oh, somebody poisoned my food. I'm being targeted. Let's just say they wake up, they have a headache all day or have a headache. They're sending EMF frequencies. No, bitch, you have a headache because you got a blockage in your body and you need to get you need to get in tune with spirit, release the blockages, possibly do yoga, qigong, and fast to heal yourself and heal the body. But since you don't want to do that and you want to overlook that because you don't have it in you to do that, you want to make an excuse and say, oh, what's going on with me is EMF frequencies. The government's shooting some type of frequency. Bitch, go ahead and keep suffering. Stupid fuck. I hate fucking people who talk about that targeted individual shit. I hate that fucking shit. Like, and then they mislead other people who probably won't even be in their situation, and then they lead them to their situation because they're fucking demons. That's how fucking retarded we. I'm gonna make a whole video on target individual. Every person that I see that's a target individual. I was in these fucking target individual groups. I see videos. I actually, at one point in time, I thought I was possibly me years and years ago. So I'm not just saying this out of me. I'm saying this because I actually know this shit. Because I've seen people, a lot of people that were on my page were claiming to be targeted. A lot of people within that whole targeted individual community used to even watch my motherfucking page. So I'm saying this from like experience. I know what the fuck I'm saying. This shit goes back beyond 2020 when I was like literally like I was into this shit. So like I'm not just saying this just because I'm just hating on this. And no, I actually put up with a lot of the bullshit. Like a lot of these motherfuckers like that JD Fry. The whole reason we had a falling out because his stupid ass was on that targeted shit, and he thought I was talking shit about him because he thought like he thought I was talking shit about him and I wasn't. And then he said some foul shit, and then I responded. I could have probably responded more respectfully and understanding to be like, well, I wasn't talking about you, but that was the reason we had to falling out. It wasn't anything else. He thought I made a video talking about him, but I wasn't, and he started being like hella disrespectful, and it was disrespectful back. Shit's crazy, but that's why don't entertain any of that targeted individuals. So that's some troll ignorant. That's the type of shit I'm saying don't even pay attention to. But to be honest, I give more respect to those target individuals than I do like 90% of content creators out here. So even though target individuals they do have the issue, they're still more intelligent. They're still a step ahead of the game compared to a lot of these people out here. Because at least they get it on a certain level. They kind of get it. They kind of actually realize this society ain't shit. They realize the government and the system, not even the government. Fuck the government. It has nothing to do with the government. They realize there's a disconnection within what they're experiencing. There's a lot of people who they're not even on that level. They don't even think there's a disconnection. They just think like they don't even think anything of anything. They just drown themselves out in video games, drugs, and movies and sports. Fucking retards. Like people like that are like the scummiest of the scum. Those type of people I don't even have no respect for. Like I hate motherfuckers like that. That's why at this point I'm like looking at it like all spectrums have a problem. Like if you're too deep and too spiritual, get the fuck away from me. If you're too retarded and you're into sports and shit, get the fuck away from me. At this point, whatever I'm doing right now, which is focusing on healing, well-being, and shit like that, if you're not doing that, get the fuck away from me. Plain and simple. Like don't be too spiritual. Don't be too fucking bot. Don't be anything. Just be about health, healing, getting rid of certain habits and desires. That's what I fuck with right now. If you're not doing that, then I don't even know why the fuck you're on my goddamn page. Because I don't want anybody on my page who's not into getting rid of desires, habits, and trying to better themselves on that type of level. Because if you're not doing that, then there's no reason for you to even be around me unless you're about to give me a bag, about to fucking do something where you're going to give me something for free. Other than that, it's just like I don't get it. That's why I'm just switching up my whole routine. I don't give a fuck if my videos offend anyone. Don't watch my videos if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying. Plain and simple. That's why I never like to be a part of any. I never really like to be a part of really anything. Like even like shout out to my nigga the Zach dude who's on my page. Shout out to him. Like we had a group back in the day, and I did have a falling out with the group. But one thing I respected that group more than any other group that I actually been in, because out of every group I've been in my life, I respected that group we were in. Is we created a community. He had a social anxiety group. This was back in 2014. He made the group. That group went up to like 50,000 in likes. It was a Facebook group. It got taken down because I left the group. I wish I would have had that fucking group because he ran the group and I was like the moderator of the group. Then he gave the group to somebody else. It was some other nigga he gave the group to because I left the group because I had a falling out with the group or whatever. But it was like that was just because I just didn't want to be in the group. I actually left the group, to be honest. But like I kind of wish we would have kept that shit because it was a community and that shit was like about 50,000. It was up in the tens of thousands of fucking like people that were in it, like subscribers to that group, people who joined the group on Facebook. So I'm like, imagine if we would have had it, because I think the group got deleted or removed because the nigga he gave it to, he fucked it up. He started doing some dumbass shit. Because I remember a few years after the group was like popping, it was gone, and he was like, "Oh, the group got gone." Like I guess because his dumbass did delete it. Something I don't know what the hell he did. He pretty much just fucked up the group and had it removed and deleted. I don't know how that even happened, but I don't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, I remember that shit. And when we did that, we had that whole thing, and it was like it was like a group and community we set up, which was good, and it was about like health and healing. And I was like, damn. I, mean, I was just thinking the other day, like, damn. Imagine if we still had that group, like literally, like we had that shit, and motherfuckers were joining everything. And it's like it is what it is, though. Things happen for a reason. But it just made me think the other day, like, damn. Imagine if we still had it. I could have used it as a platform to put my videos on there because it was about social anxiety. We could have changed it to about anxiety because anxiety, mental health. Changes to physical health, fat. It could have been just about health, mental, physical, spiritual health, just everything, and then morph it to everything. Because to heal from social anxiety, you got to get the physical and the spirit right. So it could have been something we could. That's what I'm saying. We could have done that, and it would have been good. But it is what it is. See that shit right there. We were building something like that. It wasn't like it was, but it's funny because at the time we didn't even know what the fuck we were doing. We just did it just to do it. But that shit was getting numbers until like I don't know, like let me drop the link. We'll already have the link. If anybody wants to join. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. I'm talking too damn much. And get some fucking water probably. Yeah, if anybody wants to join, feel free. I gotta take a break from talking. It's been 2 years. I got this picture on my phone. It said 2 years from today. So you know that solar panel. This is my old Honda. That should go hard. That should go hard. It was that solar panel. I stole that shit from Harbor Freight. I went up in the Harbor Freight. I just took it and walked out. The dude was looking at me. It was this white dude. He was just looked at me. He was like he had his hands crossed. He was like, because they can't like do anything because like the way they have the policy set up. So I went in there knowing that they can't do shit. I just took it because a whole bunch of other people I knew were taking shit from there. So I went in there. I sold that solar panel. I don't have it. I think I sold it for like 200. I sold it like a year and a half ago. And I just seen the post of like 2 years. You know how your phone will tell you like what like 2 years ago from today. I guess 2 years ago from today, I stole the solar panel. I'm like, damn, 2 years just went by quick. That's when I had my old Honda car and everything. That's crazy. That was a long time ago. It was not. It was like it was. That's 2 years ago, but it felt like it was yesterday. And that's another thing I want to say about the time is accelerating, man. Like the time is accelerating. Like it's crazy. Like there's gonna be like by the end of this year, it's gonna be a different type of like we're not gonna be in the same type of like time isn't gonna be the way it is right now. I give it probably about another year, and when that happens, that may I don't want to say this is, but this may be the catalyst for the system to collapse. It may be. I don't know, and I don't want to say it is or it isn't, but just know that this time speeding up, this world isn't going to be able to function like it is. It's either going to straight up have to switch over and collapse, or let's just say it doesn't collapse. It's going to be highly uncomfortable and highly stressful for people who still participate in it. So therefore, like you won't even be able to do shit because everything is really predicated on time. Even when you go wake up and you play a video game, you go to work, you go out and you do different tasks, you go pick up your kids from daycare if you have kids. All of that takes time. So if time is speeding up, then something's gonna be like things are gonna change. Something's gonna have to change. You can't say, oh, we can adjust it. We're gonna know you can't adjust shit because your ass still needs to sleep. The sun is still gonna come up and come down. Your ass still has a body circadian rhythm. So it's gonna make everything so different. And life isn't gonna be like it is as it's been. You guys already see it kind of going like that. I give it probably like a couple more years till it fully solidifies. But like the way time is, I wouldn't even say a couple more years. That's too. I'll say by the end of this year, because just think of the beginning of the year. Time was still speeding up, but it wasn't going by this fast. Now look how fast everything is just going. Like it feels like the days are just going by. It was already noon right now. I've been on this live stream for over an hour. When I was doing live streams a couple years ago, when I seen an hour that I've been live, it used to feel like I've been on here for a minute. It felt like I just been on here just talking not that long ago, and it's like, damn, we're already an hour in. So this is gonna be interesting to see how life goes. This is why I tell you guys, like, if you work at these 9 to 5s, man, like, hurry up and get out of them because your life's gonna be extremely stressful having to wake up every morning, go to work. Like, a lot of you guys probably feeling it now. You don't even have time. When I was working in 9 to 5 years ago, I remember like it felt like I didn't do nothing but just wake up and go to work. So I can only imagine right now how motherfuckers is feeling. Like that's why people are so miserable. Like I go out in public and people just look like so angry and bitter and just sad and just fucking pissed. And I'm like, it's because of happy because because I don't work and I don't have to do any of that shit. So like life just every day for me is like a weekend and I just chill and I do my thing. So when I see other people stress and anger, like what's their fucking problem? Like why do you have an attitude? But then it made me realize a lot of these people have to work. I haven't worked in years, so a lot of people they're miserable and angry. Like I remember I was at Sprouts the other day getting some watermelons. The dude's like stocking the shelves, hella angry and mad. I'm like, I can kind of see why. Like, imagine like having to go to, imagine like you at home and you get some bad news. Your girl, let's say the bitch he's with cheats on him, or his mother fucking like cussed him the fuck out, or he lost his phone. He's in a bad mood. But then, even though he's in a bad mood, he still has to wake up the next day and go to work. So not only is he have to think about the bad shit he's going through, he has to go to work a shitty job he hates while thinking about the shit. And he can't do nothing about it because he has to be at work. So that's the ultimate hell. That's one of the ultimate hells. Like to be upset about your situation and not and still have to go to work and perform at your job and shit. So it's like this is why you see a lot of crazy mentally ill people in this fucking world, because people are miserable. It's crazy. Like, even when you read a lot of these, you go on social media or you just go out in public, you see people, the way they talk, you listen to their conversation, you can just tell like they're just very bitter, angry people. Like, and it's like I blame the system for it. It's fucking retarded. It's fucked up how the system has made it to the point where people are just so upset. That's why I tell you guys, like, if you guys can't get out of your 9 to 5, and like when I say get out of your 9 to 5, a lot of you niggas maybe be thinking like, oh, I need to save up money. Like me, I didn't need to save up shit. I just said fuck it. Like, I never really cared about being like, that's why I was homeless for like a year, because I didn't care. Because like, my parents, they wanted me to pay bills and all this shit, and I just didn't pay bills, and then I just became homeless. And then when I was homeless, I started doing certain things to make money, and then that's when I was able to come back and live, because I had a lot of money to like pay rent. But like, they wanted me to work, I didn't want to work, so I became homeless, and like a year and a half, and then after during that year and a half, I was like doing shit on the street to make money. And after that, I had money saved up, or I was able to move back in, and and that shut them the fuck up. So now they, when it comes to money, they shut the fuck up because I have money and I just pay what I need to pay. And then, but that was just me, because I was like, I'm not gonna fucking work. I'm not doing that. And the spirit created a way for me. And it's not like, and at the end of the day, it's not like, oh, if I run out of money or this or that, I'm gonna go back to work. It's like, I'll go back to being homeless again. Like, I'm not working. Like, I don't mind being homeless on the street. That's not really a problem for me. I actually like it, to be honest. I like the freedom aspect of it, which I'm not saying is a good thing, because the spirit obviously wants greater for me. That's why I really try to be like, need to be on my shit, because like I don't want to be in a position where like I'm not growing spiritually, but like terms of my physical, like I don't care about being home, but that's not a problem for me, to be honest. Actually, to be honest, I actually have more peace in a certain way, because it's just I like that feeling of just being free and not having responsibilities. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. Yeah, it was good with everyone. And plus, another reason it was easy for me to be homeless, like, because I was fasting most of the time. I was like not even eating, so it was easy for me to save my money. And like the times I was eating, I would just go to the store and steal me my food, because like, if I'm eating very little, then when I go to the store, I can steal me whatever I need to eat, so I don't even have to spend money on food in most cases. Yeah, I'm taking a shit right now. So yeah. It's funny how I notice when I see content creators, like even when I see like other, like the more like I see content creators that are very intelligent and dropping shit, I noticed they either have a lot of trolls on their pages or like nobody comments. But like for example, if I was very stupid, dumb, insecure, and I wasn't sure of myself, I'll have a lot of people commenting. But I know on social media, when you're intelligent and you're smart and you're very sure, and I'm not just talking about any type of intelligence, like it's a certain type of intelligence, motherfuckers don't comment and they don't ask you questions because like they feel like you intimidate them or something. Like if I came up here like a stupid dumbass nigga that didn't know shit, and I'm not talking about like I could talk about I'm not talking about like a bot type of ignorant. I'm talking about somebody because there's a lot of people out here who they say they spiritual and shit, but then they're still fucking retarded. Like if I came up here and somebody just talk about this stupid dumbass shit that like this retarded, motherfuckers will still be asking me all these dumbass questions. Like the more dumber the person is, the more questions motherfuckers ask them. The more intelligent the person is, the more like shout out to Dolo. That nigga Dolo's channel, there's nobody that goes on that nigga's page that's intelligent. The only people, to be honest, he'll have a lot of psyops that go on his page and people that are like trolls. Those people actually are more entertaining. I like it when he adds the psyops. They're more entertaining to watch than anybody that's real. Every person that's on that nigga's channel that's a real person is like fucking retarded. They ask them the dumbest, stupidest shit. When a psyop or a troll comes on his page, even though they ask some stupid shit, the response that he gives them, I learn more. Like how he responds to the trolls, I learn more than if a regular person or a smart, or not even smart, but it's a regular person that's a real person joins his live and asks him a serious question. Like they'll ask him some dumbass question like, how do I make my music career take off using astrology? Or like they ask, I can't even, I'm not really stupid, like so I can't really like they just ask the most dumbest, stupidest shit. And then like he'll give a dumbass or he'll give a regular response to the dumbass question. But then the people that be like the trolls and the psyops, they be saying some dumb shit, but then how he responds is like I learn more from his response to a troll than his response to like a real person, which is weird. Which is hella weird because that nigga, like shout out to that nigga Dolo. He's like probably one of the only real pages that's still active on YouTube. And it's weird because his channel, there's nobody that joins his channel that's intelligent. Like even the trolls and the bots that are on his channel seem more intelligent than at least a lot of his subscribers and shit. Cause there was one nigga that joined his fucking live stream. His name was Sala. And he's always he's like one of the only people in his chats that's seems like a real person. This nigga joins the fucking live stream like a couple weeks ago. His stupid ass is laughing. I was on Google and there was a name and I think it's my spiritual name. Like out of everything to ask, you ask a stupid ass question about some stupid ass name you hear on Google. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why like it's weird because that nigga's like one of the most he attracts the most dumbest people to his page that join his link. And I'm not talking about the trolls. I'm talking about the real people that join his link. It's like every person that joins that nigga Dolo's live stream that's a real person is like retarded as fuck. I'm like, the information that he's giving is so deep, but why does he attract dumbass people? And I'm not talking about the trolls and the bots. The trolls and the bots are more entertaining, and I learn more from him when he invites the trolls and the bots on than when he invites real people. Every time he invites a real person, it's always a dumbass, stupid ass question. Like that dumbass nigga Sala, he's all talking about how his name on Google. Oh, I ran across a name on Google. Is this my spiritual name or something? I don't even remember the question because it was so fucking retarded. And I'm like, are you fucking serious, my nigga? Like, you asking him a dumbass question? Like, for somebody, it's like the people that are the most intelligent people. Shout out to my nigga Free Diddy. The people that are the most intelligent people on YouTube is like they attract the most dumbest people, or in terms of like questions. Like I've noticed that. Or it's not even that. It's either they attract the dumbest people, or like the people, or nobody asks them any questions that are smart. You gotta be like a retard for people to ask you intelligent questions. Like all the dumbest people get asked the most like normal questions, but then all the smart people like they get trolled the most, or they don't even get in. It's weird. It's so fucking backwards. Yeah, shout out to my nigga. Like, I dropped the link if you try to join. I gotta go out to the motherfucking store today. I gotta go out to the motherfucking store today. I would, but I'm at work. Don't work, don't eat. He's like, don't work, don't eat. I feel you, man. Like, I feel you. Do what you have to do. I'm just speaking what I have to do. I can't do what everyone does. Yeah. See, he said he was trolling me. You weren't really trolling me because I'm not at work. And I don't eat. Or I don't eat much. I'm fucking breatharian. I eat very little. Yeah, I don't know worked a real job. Didn't you say you were making like hella money on YouTube? You said you were making like 10 grand a month or something on your YouTube channel. I remember that's like probably like a year ago or a year and a half ago. You told me you make like 9,000 a month on your YouTube channel. What happened to that? Because I was thinking like damn, you making that much money on YouTube. That's why I was saying like people don't be too much on YouTube. Don't be putting too much of your eggs in one basket. And even if you do make money, don't think because they could just demonetize you over some dumbass shit. See, they said she shut it down. That's what I'm saying. They shut it down. Probably they didn't they shut it down because you probably said something to piss somebody off. And the way these faggot small dick Jewish fucks, the way they think, we're gonna humble him. We're gonna take his money because he emotionally got me angry. He says something I don't like. So let's shut down his monetization. Like that's how they think because they're fucking blind. That's how they got Nature Boy because Nature Boy was way more intelligent, way more smarter, had way more swag. He was able to manifest all that shit and have all those bitches. Them small dick Jewish people, they can't do that. They have to kill people and rape and pillage villages to get what other people can get without having to do that. So they're jealous and they hate. So then that's why like they have to do even like P Diddy. He's more powerful. They need P Diddy. That's why they have to humble him because P Diddy was making them feel some type of way, so they had to humble P Diddy. That's all they do because all they celebrities and all they puppets are more powerful than them, and they know it. So they have to. That's why they have to humble them and set them on a lower playing field. Anytime they think that they're getting too big for their britches. Yeah. I hate these Jews. Hold on. I hate the government. Yeah, for real. Just retarded, nigga. Like everything on YouTube is all Asian shit. Hold on, give me a minute. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. I feel you. All that fucking shit is dumb. I'd be told I wasn't doing right with my money for spirit or whatever took me a position. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so glad you brought that up. Shout out to Free Diddy. Um, you right about that, man. Because this is why I tell you guys, money is a tool. Money is not something what you think it is. When you get money, it's supposed to be something you use to propel yourself for your purpose or whatever the spirit wants you to do. Anytime you don't do that, it gets taken away, and then you got to go and you got to go back and do the other bullshit to make money. But don't think that you're down. Like, you can get back into that position. It's just when you get back into it, you learn your lesson from last time. The spirit will always put you back in that position. It just probably wants you to. So don't think that, oh, you lost, there's no hope, and you can't get back on like you was, because you can. But you got to remember, because you have a high calling. And don't compare yourself to people, because you maybe say, well, why is this person? Why do they have money? And they're not. That person's a weak ass spirit. They don't have no power. They don't got shit. A lot of those people, like, they don't have nothing to offer. It's like you got a female and you got a man. If I came up to you and say, can you help me carry these bricks? Are you gonna say, oh, why can't you ask the female? Why you ask me? Oh, why you putting the pressure on? It's because she's a bitch. She can't carry it. I'm asking you because you got more strength. You got more power. So that don't when you look at other people who may have things and you may not have it, don't look at it like, oh, they're more better. No, they're a weaker spirit. They need that little shit. They need material things. They need that shit because they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to offer that's very grand. They don't got no power. They don't got no spiritual vibes that you have. They need that. If they didn't have that, they will be dead. If a lot of these people, if they got their money taken away, they'll kill themselves. They'll end up probably in a whole worse situation than where you're at right now. The fact that the spirit took it away because it knew you strong enough to have it taken away. Some people, when they get it taken away, it's the end of their life. They probably gonna be on drugs, on the street, under a bridge, probably kill themselves, probably have mental illness and be depressed and just be going through it. You still strong. I can tell by your vibe when you were in my live stream. You still like you have a chill spirit. You ain't like a lot of these other niggas who all over the place. And I feel you, man. But your shit, you had what you had going on was good. That's crazy how they took your channel down, man. That's fucking retarded. That'd be hell. Like, it is what it is. That shit wasn't right. They shouldn't have done that. I don't know why they did all that. They doing too much. Yeah. So what was it, like a video you uploaded or something? Was there any reason why they took it down, or like they just were just being on some bitch shit? Like, you just woke up one morning and it was gone, or like what happened? That's kind of weird. I take my fucking vitamin shit. Take my vitamin shit. It's something just like fucking have a lot of different vitamins because I sell vitamins and shit and herbs. It's like a herbal thing. I sell like hella herbs and vitamins on eBay. He's like, spirit took it away. Okay, I feel you. Just keep it. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. You just took it away. Yeah, probably you probably didn't need it. Yeah, I feel you. Real shit. Yeah, you gotta. That's why I don't like. I don't like how these financial gurus, how they talk about money. They talk about money like it's something. Like, money is something. It's not. Like, it's something like it's supposed to be the main goal of life is to have money. And then when you get people thinking like that, when people get money, then they end up doing shit where the money just goes away or something happens. It's like money is the main thing. A lot of these financial gurus don't even really need to be listened to. They're retarded as fuck. A lot of these financial gurus, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why I don't really have respect for a lot of financial gurus, because like they'll talk. None of these people even teach you how to get money. Because even if you opened your YouTube channel, I bet you if I talk to you now, you probably say that there was nothing you did really to get it, to get that channel. You can't tell me no tip. There's no tip you can give nobody to be like oh, I can get you a pop in YouTube channel, make money. You just did your thing and the spirit made it work. All these financial gurus try to make it look like it's some type of secret. And it's funny because you see how nobody really takes these financial gurus serious no more, because as time evolves, as time goes on, you still see more people get broke. But yet all these financial gurus, I thought they're saying that, oh, making money is easy. You can make 10,000 a month, and I'm not saying it's like it's hard or it's easy, but people think that you can just go on the internet and just make money and that's just how it is. That's not really how it is. Some people, your spirit doesn't want you. Like you said, spirit didn't want you to have access. If the spirit doesn't want you to have access to that money, you ain't making shit. And even if you do make it, something's gonna happen when you end up losing it. It might sound bad, but I've been happier, bro. For real, I feel you. It's just more bullshit you got to deal with. I actually, that's why I don't like. I don't focus my life on material and bills. Like I cut out all the bills that I have in my life. Like I had a relative paying for my cell phone. I cut that shit out. I got me a government phone. The government phone, it works just as fast. It's right here. It works just as fast. It got cracked a little. It works just as quick. It's a SIM card, so I could take the SIM card out, put it in my. I can't put it in this phone because this phone is locked because I stole this phone, so I can't use that phone. So I have to get the network that belongs to that for it to work. But my other one I have, that one's unlocked, so I could put the SIM card. And that one's quick. I just have to call the AT&T to have them give me the fucking code, which is retarded. But I have to call them. But I can unlock it, and I can have actually a good phone with the government SIM card. And then the thing is, though, even let's just say Trump passes some dumbass law where they cut off government phones, which they might end up cutting it off with that stupid ass bill he did. I just won't have a phone. Like I said, because if I can't get a government, I just won't have a phone. Like I don't need it. Like I don't, unless it's a situation where, let's just say I have some type of situation going where I need a phone, and that situation is bringing me a lot of energy, whether that be money or the potential to do something great or whatever it is, then I will get a phone. But for me just to have a phone, that's just dumb. I'm not doing any of that. I don't need a lot of things. I mean, that's one thing I'm trying to, not even trying to, but like I've already gotten there, but I'm trying to keep it where I don't have a lot of bills and shit. And the thing is, like, I have a lot of shit because like this was like years ago when I used to, you guys always see me with like Nike shirts or Adidas shirts. I didn't buy any of that shit. The reason why you guys used to always see me with a lot of Adidas, Nike shirts, the reason why is because a couple, like probably 3, 4 years ago, me and my cousin, we go to the outlets in the mall and we would just steal a whole bunch of clothes. So I had a lot of clothes like Nike and Adidas, and I don't spend money on clothes, so I'm not gonna like sell those clothes. I'm to buy new ones, and I'm not buying new shit. So that's why you'll see me with a lot of Adidas shit or Nike shit. I don't give a fuck about Nike or Adidas. I had it because we used to run up in stores to take shit to go sell. I took a lot of those clothes I kept for myself, and I would just have it. So why would I go out and sell these clothes and buy new ones? I'm just gonna wear what I have. And I've had those shirts for like almost 4 years, about 4 years. So I'm not gonna go out and just buy new clothes. That's dumb as fuck. And if I do, like, I don't even spend money on clothes. Like these pants I'm wearing. God damn it, motherfucker! These pants I'm wearing, I stole these shits from Walmart. And then these socks right here, these Adidas socks, I stole these from fucking Burlington. Like I don't spend any money on any shit. I got some fucking I stole these from Target. Some t-shirts, little black tees. Like I don't spend money on shit. I just don't. I don't give a fuck about any of that. It's like it's not important to me. I don't give a fuck about nice clothes, but where I'm at. He said that's what a boss respect. Ain't nobody around me respect that shit because I'm not around those type of people. Anybody that respects clothes or nice things or money, you have to be trying to give me some money, teach me how to make some money, or be a benefit in my life in some type of way. If you're just somebody who's there and you talk about, oh, it's about money, it's about this, then there's no reason for me to be around you. Think about this. If somebody is about money, if somebody is a hustle, is a go-getter, then they should be giving you some type of game or giving you some type of money. Potentially, most likely, they should be giving you some money because I don't give a fuck about your knowledge about money. But if you're not doing that, then why are you around me? Why would a person who has money be around me? Or why would a person who has nice clothes be around me talking about their clothes and money and you're not doing nothing to give me clothes or money? At that point, you shouldn't even be in my vicinity. That's how I look at it. Why are you in my space if you're no beneficial to me? If you're about money and you're around my space talking about money, you better be giving me money or putting me on game how to get money. Other than that, you can get the fuck out of my vicinity. You're not doing what I'm doing. Because I'm not a person who's about money like that. I'm about other things that may get money, but money is secondary. Money is like the default. That's just how I roll. That's how I see shit. But everyone's different. He's like, right, you can't take it with you. And I'm not saying like I would like sit there like I could see like obviously that you go to work and you still work, so obviously you need money to help you survive. So you're not straight up like 100% broke without nothing because you still got to maneuver. Same with me. I straight up I have to maneuver, so I'm not straight up like nothing. But the shit I do have, it's more than enough because the way I move is very meager. And I'm not saying I'll never be in a situation where I have abundance, but if for abundance and money to come into my life, it has to be free flowing. It has to be effortless. If I have to wake up and be like, oh, I gotta check the stock market, I gotta go and hustle and get this money, I gotta work. That's not for me. If I'm living my life and I'm in my authentic self and just doing my thing and money comes effortlessly for me being me, that's the only way I would get money. But if I have to work hard for it, get the fuck out of here. I'm not working hard for money unless it's working hard being myself and doing what I got to do. And then I get money, which I guess you could say working hard, but that's not even working hard. You shouldn't have to work hard to be yourself. You be yourself. If you have to work hard to be yourself, you're being fake. Shout out to famous Mallow. So it's not like I'm just straight up like don't want money, don't want this and that. Because we gotta survive. Because the way these faggots made this damn system, you gotta survive. But if you're out here wanting shit that you don't need, like why do you need another TV if you have a TV? Why do you need two cars? And if you want two cars, if you like, you'll have people out here be like, oh, I gotta live in a house. Like every time I hear somebody talk about like they're trying to buy a house, that shit low key gets me kind of like hot. Like and don't get me wrong, when I see somebody who's successful, who has money, who has not success, like I don't want to say that that's not money is not successful, but when I see somebody who is actually out there a go getter who's getting money in terms of finances, and they're talking about a nice house, a nice car, I don't have any problem with that because they're able to back up their claims. They say they're about money. They say they want a nice car, so they have a business. They have a situation that provides that. Nothing wrong with that. What makes me upset and what gets me mad is when you see a nigga that doesn't have shit, that doesn't work for shit, but then they act like that they deserve something. Like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm trying to get a house." Like, what the fuck do you have? Like, I see so many niggas like,
They'll be like, "Oh, I can't even afford a house because the government's making it too expensive to afford a house." But then they work at McDonald's their whole life. They don't even have a business or nothing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about having a house for? If you've been working at McDonald's your whole fucking life, you don't have no business, you don't got nothing going on. Like, that doesn't mean that a house should be the least thing on your mind, you dumb motherfucker. You should be trying to get your situation right before you even talk about a house. That's the shit that be getting me annoyed. I'd be like, you see a motherfucker, like, they think just because they're fucking in their 20s, they should be having, or they just because they're in their 30s, they should have a house. No, bitch, what did you do in your 30s for you to even get the funds to get a house, you stupid motherfucker? Like, they think just because they're getting up there, and like, you'll see motherfuckers say, "Oh, I'm 25 years old. I can't make." They have to pay me. Like you'll see people who are like 25, 30, and they'll say that, I can't live off $15 an hour. I'm a grown ass man. It's like, bitch, nobody can live. Anybody over 18 who's not living with a parent can't live off $15 an hour. Just because you're a grown ass man, what is your bills different from somebody who's 18? To be honest, anybody who's not living with a parent who's over 18, everybody's bills is the fucking same. Just because you 30 or you fucking 40 and your ass didn't do shit, you think somehow your bills are higher than somebody who's 20? Like, it doesn't make sense. Dumb motherfucker. Like, and you talking about how you're 40 and you want to be able to own a house at 40. You being able to own a house should be whenever the fuck you do what's necessary for you to get the house, to get the money, dumb motherfucker. Unless you want to say this, the government needs to provide houses, and at that point, nigga, everybody, even a child, should have a house because that's your own dwelling and space. But I hate how these motherfuckers try to act like they're against the system, but then they support the system by thinking that they need to be a certain age to have this thing, whereas they didn't even do anything at that age. Like, you're 40 and you deserve a house, but you're not. But you're 40 and don't have the responsibility to have 2, 3 businesses to be able to buy a house. Tell me how that makes sense. You're so grown and you're so mature that you feel like you need this, but you can't even do the things it takes to get that. But you're so grown and mature. Get the fuck out of here. You see a dumbass motherfucker working at FedEx. How you gonna say you work at FedEx and talking about how you need to have a living wage? Then maybe don't work at FedEx, motherfucker, or maybe just stop worrying about a house and all these things and get other priorities straight. I swear, man, I hate this world we live in. I hate the system we live in. I don't want to say hate the world. I actually kind of think it's not even the system. The world is kind of a problem too. You got to look at it because even if the system didn't exist, you're still gonna have to do some type of work. You still gonna have to perform. Nobody wants to do anything for free. So I think our main goal is we have to experience this human life, which is okay. We got to experience it, but this is why eventually we're supposed to evolve spiritually. So we have we don't have to deal with petty shit like work and having organs and sustaining our organs so we don't starve and we need water and all that dumb. That's all stupid shit. Having organs in a body, I'm not saying it's dumb because obviously it's an experience, but eventually we want to move from that and grow from it. So yeah. But if anybody wants to join, like I said, I got the link right here. I'm probably gonna get off soon because I gotta go. I don't gotta go anywhere really today. I already did all my shit yesterday. I just want to go get me some more watermelons. I got a watermelon. I don't really like the taste of it, so I'm gonna go get another one. I really didn't want to go out today, but yeah. There's the link right here if anybody wants to join.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Shout out to Speak Your Mind. What's good with it, my nigga? My yeah. You say you still in Europe? Cause I remember you said you were in Europe yesterday. That's crazy how they flew you out all the way to Europe. That's just crazy. I'm just chilling right now. That's funny. But see, I'm getting out in November. Feels like I'm back at home. Yeah, it's horrible out there, man. I fucking hate Europe. Depending on where you're at, but that's one thing I realized. Like America has its problems, but other countries it sucks too. But it's like in its own way. People were like, "Oh, I want to move out of America." I feel like, yeah, I rather just go on a long vacation out of America. I don't think I would want to move out of America. Probably go stay a couple years in another country and I'd be good. And then probably travel or some shit. But I don't think I would want to live out of America because even though America has its issues, other countries have their own issues too. I'm not gonna act like because you gotta understand anywhere where these Jesuits control, it's a problem. They control every fucking thing. So even when you go to Europe, it's still controlled over there. So they control it like it is over here. So it's not gonna be really that much of a difference. And a lot of people are more like, especially in Europe, they're more in a way they could be more retarded. Because when you go to under like, and one thing about America is America, it's people have more manners in America. You go to other countries, you're gonna probably end up having a fucking like people are more like blatant with their bullshit. Like especially like in European countries, they're more blatantly racist. Like they see you and you black, they'll just look at you and like say something. Like they don't have like certain type of manners and respect. So that's another thing. Especially European countries, I've heard like they really racist and shit. A couple of my dude were on the plane. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. That's the thing about the military is like a lot of motherfuckers like a lot of those people that have like a lot of masculinity issues and mommy daddy trauma and a lot of like there's a lot of mental there's a lot of mental illness. So like you'll see a lot of men inside the military. They have to do like dick measuring contests type of shit. Like, oh, let's fight, let's slap box. Oh, I'm tougher, and like it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You ain't tough. You a weak ass motherfucker. Like, ain't nobody like the fact that you even gotta act like you tough like that just shows you how you ain't tough. Because like it's about your actions and what you're doing. Like at the end of the day, nigga, like you taking orders from another grown ass man. You out here playing slap boxing with another grown ass man. Like how you tough. Like that's what I'm saying. Always it baffles me. Like it's weird. Like I'll be when I was working at this 9 to 5 years ago. Motherfuckers acting all tough and bad. I'm like acting like, oh, I get money or I'm this and that. I'm like, nigga, you working at this fucking night. I'm not saying I was at the time I wasn't any better, but I'm not out here just showing. I'm just here trying to hustle, get my shit, get the fuck on and move on with my life. This motherfucker's here like talking about he gets money and this and that. He's big and bad, and you did like, bitch. You out here having to work a shitty ass job. If the boss fired you today, the boss is some scrawny, bald headed ass fuck face faggot. Probably fucks with kids. He's able to tell you if you can work at this job or not. He's able to tell you if your family's gonna eat or not, based on the situation you put yourself in. So, nigga, you ain't no tough ass man. And you acting all macho and shit. You like the fuck. All that muscle you got, nigga, is fucking useless. Like that's what you say. Like you got all that. You didn't get all that muscle to go lift heavy objects in the wilderness. You got all that fucking muscle because your ass is insecure and you need to build a lot of muscle to get big. Which if that's what motivates you to get healthy and fit, then that's good. And that's not even really healthy because muscle has nothing to do with health. But like I said, if that's what motivates you to get more fit, then go ahead. But don't think that you somebody because you're really not. Because one thing I noticed is the more muscular I see an individual, the more
they act like an emotional female. Like that's one of the good check. Just do this experiment. Go out in public, and anytime, like nine out of, I'll say eight, maybe 9 out of 10 times, you see a man with a lot of muscle. Who I'm not. I'm talking about like a person who looks like a bodybuilder. When you look at them and you look at their actions, they act emotional. They have a very Cancerian, emotional attitude. Like they get upset really easy. They feel like they need to act a certain way. Like you just peep game is because the amount of time and energy it takes to build a muscular body. This is why I was in the I used to watch bodybuilding videos when I was working out years ago. And when I look, I didn't know it then, but I was young. But when I look back, a lot of these bodybuilders, they have body dysmorphia, and they'll judge each other. They'll be like, "Oh, you take steroids. Oh, I didn't take steroids." Or, "Oh, your muscles are." They'll judge each other's muscles, and it comes off as homosexual and weird when you're looking out. But when when you're in that type of industry and shit, it's looked at as normal. But a lot of these men, like they'll be insecure. Like you see a lot of these men be like, um, they'll sit there and be like, oh, I gotta work my traps because they're kind of small and I want my traps to be big. And they have a lot of body dysmorphia, and a lot of them act very emotional because when other men call them out, they'll sit there and be loud and irate, and even like notice like when you see like a like let's just like you I'd be watching YouTube videos, and there'd be like a person, they'd be fighting or whatever, and it'll be like a person with muscle, and it'll be somebody who's like kind of smaller. The person with muscle will get more angry and yelling, more emotional like a female compared to the dude who's smaller. And I noticed that shit. And even when you look at like business, or when you look at people who like, look at somebody who's a gang leader, or look at somebody who's like a who runs a business or organization, not like these governments, but like a person who's like a real like a nigga in the hood who sells drugs, or who's a gang leader. Notice how they don't have that much muscle, but yet they're able to, even like the head of the mafia, he's like some regular person. He doesn't have to be small, but he's not big. Is because that's more masculine. Men who spend, not all men, but I'll say 8 out of 10 men who spend their time working on their muscle, that they're very feminine because they're very emotional. Because they probably were bullied, they feel like they're short or something. They have to make up for it with their muscle, so it leads them to think feminine. So even when they get muscle, they rather be a security guard protecting a masculine situation, a situation a man made with his own mind. So he has to have security from somebody who's big. The big dude can't. You see what I'm saying? It's all feminine. It's female. I'm not saying muscle equates to feminine, but just look at when you look at life, life will tell you. Look at like most of the gang leaders. 8 out of 10 gang leaders, they're all very regular people. Look at a cartel dude, the dude who runs a cartel. They're just a regular dude. He doesn't have to be small, but he's a regular dude. But yet he'll have people that are around him that are big. That'll tell that. But you even have some female cartel members and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. It just shows you like most of those people that worry about shit like that and want to be tough and act like, oh, I can lift this much weight. It's all stems from some type of trauma they went through. And the thing is, they say, oh, I'm like, that's why a lot of these YNs, a lot of these young niggas, these YNs, they what they call it, they don't give a fuck, because a lot of them, they're emotional too. The YNs are emotional, but the thing is with them, the YNs, they don't feel like they gotta prove themselves. A lot of these other like millennials and Gen Z, one thing about millennials and Gen Z is they feel like they gotta prove themselves. Which the good thing is if you're in a position where you need to prove yourself, such as if you're going to an interview, if you're trying to get some type of deal or contract, or you're trying to get a situation going and somebody can help you, then you want to prove yourself. But in a case where you're on the street and it's a stranger, I don't know you, you don't know me, and we got funk, I don't have to prove myself. I'm not gonna sit here and get my clothes dirty and fight you. If I have a gun, nigga, I'm about to pop off on your fucking ass. I don't gotta prove shit to you. And that's how the YNs think. And in a way, I don't blame them, because why, like they say, well, they don't like to fight. But yet if you are an enemy with one of these niggas in the street, no rule applies. Why should they fight you? And then most of the time, a lot of these niggas are big. The YNs and the Gen Z, they're very small in stature. They may be a little short. Why are they gonna risk getting their ass beat? Just for what? They're gonna be like, nigga, I'm just gonna go do. I'm not saying it's right, but like people, you gotta use your common fucking sense. Like motherfuckers talk about, oh, DYNs, they don't like to fight, but they're the first motherfucker. They go out in the middle of a wilderness, they see a bear. Are you gonna fight a bear? You ain't gonna fight a bear. You gonna shoot a bear, nigga. You gonna fight a lion? You gonna shoot? You gonna run for your life? You're gonna be the fuck? You'll see a nigga who lift the most weight. If he was in the wilderness and a lion came around, is he gonna fight that lion? No, he's not. Ain't nobody fighting no fucking lion. You gonna run from the lion, or if you have a gun, you gonna shoot that fucking lion. But somehow it's different when it's another person. That don't make no sense. He's like, oh, the individual, the lion is bigger than me. Same with the YN. You're bigger than him. The fuck? But yeah, you don't hear nobody bring that up when it's a lion. You can say, oh, it's a different species. You can't bring that shit up. That don't make no damn sense. If a small squirrel came at you, you're gonna shoot the squirrel? No, you're gonna fight the squirrel because a squirrel is a different species, but a squirrel is smaller than you. So you can't bring different species up because a squirrel is a different species, a cat is a different species, and if you're a big nigga and a cat came, you're not gonna shoot the cat. You're gonna fight the cat, get the cat off you because you're stronger than the cat. You're stronger than the squirrel. So you can't bring different species up. Get the fuck out of here. It's the size. It's size, motherfucker. And I'm not saying everybody who works out, because I know a lot of people who work out who they don't have that issue, but I'm saying most of the case that is. Usually when you see a lot of people who like for example, basketball players, football players, people who like do it for athletics, or maybe they're like into some type of, I don't want to say like bodybuilding or modeling because that's insecurity. But like people who are doing it for a reason. Let's say somebody like they do some type of field of work where they need muscle. Most people like that, I would say. Why do you think you see most police are like who work out? They're the most emotional. When I was locked up in county, the police that were the most jack had the most fucked up weird. They're the most socially awkward personality. But yet, the only time motherfuckers will get buck is when somebody like when they'll be more quick to get angry. But then when they're not angry and they're in a cool state and chill state, they'll be hella socially awkward because they're weird. Like they when they were young, at one point they were young, they didn't have that muscle and they were probably picked on or they had some type of mental illness. So now they feel like they need to make up for it. So when somebody does something to bring them back into that childhood trauma, they're so quick to react because they're still operating off that emotional trauma. But when you put them in a good mood and they're happy and you're cool with them, see how weird and socially awkward they act. They don't know how to formulate sentences. They don't got no swag. They don't know how to move. They don't know how to dance or do shit. They just fucking weird. Like they just weird fucking weirdos. Because they don't got that fucking that swag. They don't got no soul. They ain't got no fucking style. Like you nigga, you ain't got no fucking style. I forgot what movie that was. It was on some movie. He's like, I got style. He's like, nigga, you ain't got no fucking style. Some yeah, I don't fuck with people, most people, man. Fuck these, like, say most European. Stare a lot. That's the first thing. Yeah, they remember. I was in Paris years ago. Some stupid African niggas all staring at me. Fucking idiot. Yeah, Chauncey, you're right. Feel the same as American restrictions. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to Europe. I really don't even really want to go anywhere at this point in my life right now. Everywhere is the same place, just a different scenery. People, like, oh, it's a different culture. In a way, yeah, but it depends. And even when you say it's a different culture, it's still Masonic culture. Everybody's culture is still branched off Masonry in some way, shape, or form. A flag is Masonry. Every country that has a flag is Masonry. The whole concept of a flag is Masonry. So when you go to another country, it's still Masonry. It's just a different branch of it, or a different people, different family organization, but they are running it the same way at a core level. Any place that has a car, a vehicle, with the combustion engine and all that shit. Like that's masonry. You can't even make a vehicle without having to be connected to that masonry. You ain't just making no car. Even if you just made my own type of car that could run off water, or even if it could run off gasoline, I wouldn't even be able to drive it. They'll confiscate it because it's not regulated, federally regulated, that vehicle. So if any society that has a car, that's masonry. Because I can't just go and make my own car. Even if I made it like theirs, there's gonna be something about it that be like, oh, you didn't buy this from the store, or you didn't get it from one of our dealerships. They'll take it away because they'll say it's dangerous. Not even because it's dangerous, but they're gonna be losing money because they want you to go through them. I wouldn't even be able to go to the fucking DMV and get it licensed because I wouldn't even have a VIN number. You need a VIN number. If I create my own car, I can't create a VIN number myself because it won't even be in the system. So that's what I'm saying. Like any society that has a car, like that's masonry. A flag, that's masonry. All they're more blunt. There's one time I was sitting on a wooden table. That's what I'm saying. Like it's that's why I don't really like Europe because people get more like they're more blunt. Like you're gonna have to like be more not like and like knowing me like I'll end up I don't want to have to go to jail for something. I don't want to have to go to jail for something, and it's like that's why I really don't. It's stupid. Like because people think like they could be more disrespectful for some reason. Like they know you, like bitch, you don't fucking know me, nigga. Like that's probably why they have to ban guns. Because if they don't ban guns, motherfuckers be shooting up the place. Because you see how you say like motherfuckers don't have no manners. Motherfuckers probably that's probably why they ban guns in Europe because they know motherfuckers probably go crazier. People probably just killing people for no fucking reason. Yeah. The thing is, prices of shit don't make no sense here. I'm like, be like millions of dollars for no reason. In other countries, dirt cheap. Yeah, it's all the whole financial system's fucking dumb. Anything that costs money, because think when something costs $20, first of all, $20, $20, that's not real. That's fake. So whoever made up the price that cost $20, the only reason it costs $20 is because whoever created that system thinks it's viable and it's gonna they look at it like that's the best possible price to keep our system running the way we want it to run. If they make certain things too expensive or certain things too cheap, the system won't run the way they intend it to run. So it's all based upon like what they think is the value. It's not even like why you think they like even like certain thing like for example a vehicle is a lot of money. Like, why are vehicles a lot of money? Even like an old ass piece of shit 1991 vehicle, it's still a lot of money for the average person. Like, they make it like that because they don't want people driving the vehicles or they don't want a lot of people. They don't want it to be accessed by anybody because it correlates with how much they pay you because it really doesn't even matter the price of something. Something could be worth $10,000, but if they're paying you $8 an hour, that's what makes it. If something's 10,000 and they pay you like $1,000 an hour, then the price of it. So it's like it's not just what it costs; it's how much they pay you to make their system actually have some type of value. That's why I tell you people like stop putting your so much energy into this money system unless the only reason you should put money into the energy into this financial system is if you're using it to get ahead, which is within your own life in regards to like spiritual growth. Or you're gonna create a situation, create some type of circumstance or whatever it is. Other than that, you don't really want to put too much energy into the money system. Like I would never ever stress myself over some bills. Like if I feel like I'm getting to that point, that's where I have to go back to the drawing board and cut some bills out and switch up some shit. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Damn, it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Crazy. Yeah. I really want to get out of this place, though. I don't want to stay here no more. I'm tired of being here. I really want to get out of this place. Like doing like when I was in California, I hated it, and I don't like when in California. I hate it, and it sucks, but it's way better than over here. Like all the things I was saying I hate on and like it is way better. I don't know, it's just the energy. I can't say anything particular why I like it more. It's just the energy is just it's better over there, man. There's a lot. I don't know. There's a lot more shit. Like I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, it's still not. I don't know. It's just very depressing and somber out here. Isolated. I don't know. I don't like. I don't like it out here. I kind of want to go back, but I know I'm not supposed to. Cause I'm not gonna get into that, but I know I'm not supposed to, so I'm not gonna. Cause I really want to go, just get the fuck up out of here. To be honest, I'm thinking about just taking a trip and go somewhere. But if I go somewhere, I at least want to go like probably I don't know. That's another reason I kind of miss about California because I can be able to go out to the mountains. I can go out fucking down south. Like there's so many places I can go. I can go to fucking Nevada and then go to the fucking beach or whatever. Out here, it's like there's beaches and there's mountains out here, but they just weak. They're hella lame. I don't like it out here. They just I don't like the energy out here, and I can't even take a flight because I gotta go get my fucking my real ID to take a fucking flight, and my birth certificate. I need that, and I don't even have that because I put it in my backpack and I washed my backpack with my social security, not social security, but my birth certificate in it. So now it's like I have to go and reorder that, and like that's the pain. I'm not even gonna waste my time and do that shit. I don't even think I'm ever gonna get that shit unless I really really need it for something. But I might just take Greyhound somewhere if I have to go. Yeah, but yeah, you guys see the title though, because that's really what this video was about. Trolling dislike ignorance. I know a lot of people came in the room. And you guys didn't catch the beginning of my live stream, but you guys could go and rewind. You can catch the rewind when I end the live stream. But that's mainly what I want to make this whole fucking channel about. Is don't pay any type of shit that you any type of content that you come across. I don't. This is what I was saying earlier. Even if it's something you enjoy, if it's something that's not bringing you any type of growth, still dislike it. Still troll that shit. Still don't give it your energy. Like let's say it's a movie you watched and you like the movie, it was good. It didn't bring you no spiritual growth. So troll and dislike that shit. Don't give it no energy. Leave a bad review, even if it was good. Only respect shit that's positive. And what's positive is what's helping you grow spiritually. If it isn't helping you grow spiritually, it's an enemy to you. It's not good for you. It's an enemy to your psyche, your consciousness. Look at it like a guilty pleasure. You ever heard of that term guilty pleasure? Something that's you find pleasure in, but it ain't good for you. And in a way, you don't like that you like it. So anything that gives you a guilty pleasure, you want to cut that. You don't want to give that your energy. So I still do. Even if I find a video funny, entertaining, I still dislike that shit. I don't like anything. I don't give my energy to anything. None of that shit. Yeah. I'm probably gonna end this live stream if anybody wants to join. Say free, bro. Go back to Kelly shit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna go back eventually. I'm definitely gonna go back, but it's just not necessary for me right now. Cause I'm doing what's important. What's important for me? What's gonna help me grow, get ahead. That's what I'm for right now. I'm not trying to just live my life and do things that's not necessary. That's not important to my life and my growth. That's something that's just so. I'm gonna go back though eventually. But like I said, we in a different shift though. So whatever you're trying to do, we got to do it right now because in the next 6 months life is going to be flying by extremely fast, and you guys, I'm sure you guys can feel it right now, but see how fast it's going right now, times that by like three in the next 6 months. It's going to be like, it's going to get to a point, I don't know when it's going to get to this point, but it will get to a point where hours are going to literally be flying like like damn near like, I don't want to say like minutes, it probably get to that point, but every like 25 minutes is gonna feel, an hour is gonna feel like an hour is gonna pass, but it's only gonna feel like 25 minutes. It's gonna get to that point real soon. I don't know when, but it's going to get to that point. And when it gets to that point, they even tell you that don't believe what science said. They say the Earth is spinning, but if you go look on the little it was this video I looked up, and because I typed in the time speeding up, and it was a video, and they said in 2029 the NASA or the government or some fucking retarded dumbass agency, they're going to be switching the clocks in 2029. Forget 2029, forget everything they say. Look at the fact that they're mentioning time and them having to switch some, just that fact alone, it shows you that they're aware. So they feel like they're gonna have to do something, because this is one of the reasons I honestly believe a lot of these corporations, they're losing a lot of money. McDonald's, Target, Walmart. Look at all of these corporations. If you look at their earnings report, I don't look at them, but like I bet you, if you look at their earnings report, if you look at all the money, it's all, they're not making as much money as they were like 3, 4 years ago. And they'll say it was because people aren't buying shit because things are expensive. That's kind of the case a little bit, but they're not mentioning the fact that we're in a different shit. Things are changing. People don't have the same desires. Time is speeding up. Circumstances are changing to create situations where people just simply don't want to buy shit no more. And main factor is time. Even my eBay sales, I noticed like beginning of this year, I used to get hella sales, and I still do get a lot of sales, but it's like they happen in a course of multiple days, because when the day was longer, people used to buy more shit. But then now, since the day speed up, people still buy a lot of shit, but it's like the sales happen over a course of days because nobody has time to really sit down and do, like people used to back in the day, a year ago, time was still accelerating, but people had more time to be able to make more decisions and lollygag. But as time increases, it's more of a time crunch. So less people have time to sit and think or to sit and do things that they were doing previously a year or 2 years ago. So this is why a lot of people aren't buying things. It's not that they don't have the money; it's they simply don't have the time. Really, like if the days was longer and more, if time was less fast accelerated and the days was longer, then you'll be able to have more time to walk around a grocery store, walk around a mall, to sit and think what you want to buy and go to the store and buy these things. But if time is speeding up, you're not going to really need as much and be spending as much money. You're going to have less foot traffic coming in your store, in your business, compared to if time was slower and there was more time in the day for people to do certain things. So this is another reason why I feel like time is like actually creating it where these people are losing money. Like a lot of these corporations, they're not making the same amount of money. Time feels like a dream. Everything feels more like, it feels more like the days are like connected. Like it'll be like fucking 11 o'clock at night. You go to sleep and wake up, it'll be like 10 in the morning, and it just felt like it was last night. Like it's like the days are more connected. But before, it was like each day was separate.
Now it's like the days are kind of blurring together, like a dream. Everything's just blurring. That's what I'm saying. Because we don't have nothing but the now moment. You don't have nothing but the now moment. You gotta understand that. I feel like it's gonna get to a point where you're not gonna be able to differentiate. Like looking at a clock won't even mean anything because every time you look at the clock, it'll be like 30 minutes here, 40 minutes here. So you're just gonna have to live life in the now moment. That's what's gonna happen. I give it probably by the end of this year, you're gonna see. Give it to like December, November. It's gonna be a whole different ball game. Even in the next couple months, just feel because I'm looking at like it's already 1 in the afternoon right now where I'm at, and I just literally woke up. I know I've been on a live stream for 2 hours, but even if I wasn't on the live stream, the day probably would have even been by quicker. Just crazy. But I might end up probably have to end this live right now. I might go down there. If I was on my phone, I probably would go. I would take you guys to the store with me if I was on my phone. Yeah, I could tell. I could tell we're really in a different shit because nothing really feels the same anymore. Like even the things I used to do that I used to think was like fun, it's just like it's meaningless. Like what is this? What the fuck is this? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm about to end this live stream. Let's see if we got any more questions. I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna be back a little later. I'm gonna start being on this a little bit more. That's another thing. I'm gonna be live a little bit more because before I used to only go live when I felt like I got something important to say. I'm just going live every day, regardless of what I gotta say is important or not. If you don't like what I gotta say, you get the fuck out of here. I'm not coming on live because you got a lot of motherfuckers that be on here. Oh, I only go live or I only make a video when I have something important to say, or they feel like they gotta write everything down and like they gotta speak a certain way, talk a certain way. It's like, bitch, you ain't getting paid for this fucking shit. Your ass is shadow banned. You ain't getting paid for it, and even if you are getting paid, you only like 1% of people who get paid from this actually make money. Ain't nobody making. There's people who get like thousands of views per video, 2,000 views per video. They make like a little measly $500 a month or some shit. What the fuck is $500 a month, nigga? I make more than that fucking shit, way well over that shit. So I'm seeing some of these people and like they're getting like 2-3 thousand views per video, and like their income. Everyone's different, but like this one dude, he's like his income was like $600 a month. I'm like, damn, you got all those views and you only get $600 a month? That ain't fucking nothing. So you literally got to get like tens of thousands of views and have personal brands and like branding and people who are like sponsoring you to actually make money off YouTube. And then you got to sell shit. Like, think fuck all that stupid ass shit. That's fucking retarded. So I'm out of this. I'm out, and I'm gonna hit you guys a little bit later. Peace.